Uh, Different year, same result. So, a couple days ago, just disclaimer, I originally planned to make a video on this, but I've been pretty busy the past couple days, so I'm finally able to make one. But let's go. Uh, so once again, the Pittsburgh Steelers have defeated the Baltimore Ravens. This time it was 18-16. The Ravens actually scored more than 10 points on us this time. Sorry, I was getting my terrible towel back. Anyway, so since the start of 2020, the Baltimore Ravens are a whopping 1-8 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Lamar is, what is he? I think he's 1-4 now against us. Man, Lamar's only win against us came in 19? Yeah, because the only time the Ravens beat us was the Pittsburgh game in 2022, and Lamar didn't even start that game. So, but anyway, first place in the division stays with us. We are now 8-2 on the year. The Ravens fall to 7-4. So I want to talk about the Steelers-Ravens game. So Steelers scored 0 touchdowns. We had kicked 6 field goals. Boswell attempted 6 field goals, made every single attempt. And because of that, we won the game because we held the Ravens to under that. Lamar did not play good. This is an anomaly for him. Lamar has had a very good regular season. This was not a great game by him, and this is familiar territory for him. Lamar has never really played that great against the Steelers, other than I guess his unanimous MVP season in 2019. But it's just crazy to me that how great of a player Lamar Jackson is, and he just, for some reason, just cannot beat his biggest rival. He does great against everybody else, but then when it comes to playing the Steelers, that's just when he falls apart. And he had 1 touchdown pass, but it took him until very, very late into the game to do that. And then he had 1 interception in that game, which was an amazing strip away from Peyton Wilson, the rookie, to do that. And Patrick Queen had a fumble recovery against his former team. Queen's starting to play a little better. Queen hadn't really been doing that much to start the year, but Queen is starting to play up to what we expected him to be. This was a great game for Patrick Queen to start doing something, because this is his former team. This is the team that drafted him, that gave him a chance in the NFL. They traded him away to us, and now he came up big against his former team back on Sunday, and offense was a bit concerning, definitely, considering the Ravens' defense has been terrible this year. I mean, you remember how good the Ravens' defense was last year? Well, their defensive coordinator, Mike Macdonald, is now the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks. So now they bring in Orr. Cannot remember his first name, but he used to be a player for the Ravens, and he's now their defensive coordinator, and so far, there's Nathan. Get out of the way. But so far, so good for him. I'm joking, obviously. I'm just saying because I'm a Steelers fan. His 10 years defensive coordinator has been terrible. This has been one of the worst Ravens defenses we've ever seen. Because usually the Ravens are known for having a really good defense, but this year has not been it. So I was thinking, the Steelers finally are showing some competence on offense. Hey, Matt Canada was the problem. What a shock. And Kenny Pickett, too. Now that they're both gone, we bring in a veteran with Russell Wilson, and everybody left. Had Arthur Smith saying, oh, you guys are still going to suck, and what do you know? Wow, we're actually scoring points. I said this guy knows what he's doing. He's just not a good head coach. But anyway, so I thought, well, I think we can score enough points that we could beat them. But that is not what happened. What usually happens in Steelers-Ravens games is what happened. Very low scoring games. Both defenses step up. This is the best the Ravens defense has played all year. They did not allow a single touchdown. And they still lost the game. This is like reverse Bengals. Like, their defense finally steps up, but the offense can't do anything. And Justin Tucker obviously didn't really help the Ravens. He missed 2 field goals in this game. He went 1 for 3 in total. And he makes those field goals, the Ravens win. Very concerned about the Steelers offense in that game, considering that the Ravens defense had been pretty bad all year, and we couldn't even score a touchdown on them. Russell Wilson didn't show up. We put in Justin Fields at the end to try to get the first down. I don't really like. It's like it was 3rd and long or 2nd and long, and then Fields is running, and then he slides forward. It's like, bro, just get the first down. I understand you want to protect yourself, but just get the first and then slide. But it didn't matter because, we just handed it off, and then they went and got the first down anyway. But so we get the ball, and then we're driving down. We get great field position. We're 1st and goal at their 5-yard line. And we're like, okay, it's a perfect opportunity to score a touchdown, kind of try to put this game away. But if worst, hey, we're in field goal range. We could kick a field goal. We're already up 15-10. We could kick a field goal, make it 18-10. They have to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion just to tie it. So what happens is that 1st and goal, it's a 0-yard run. We hand it off to Najee. He gets nothing. 2nd and goal, Russ tries to throw it, incomplete pass. 3rd and goal, I think, let's go back to the run. No, Russ wants to throw it again, and he throws it into the hands of the defense. So now we're still only up by 5, but then 2 plays later, Lamar gives it back to us, and then kick a field goal, go 18-10. So now we're getting really close to the end of the game. Lamar needs to get something going, and you know what? He stepped up. He throws a touchdown pass to Zay Flowers. You're down by 2, about a minute left. You need to go for 2 to get it, and you have this super dominant running back in Derrick Henry. But they don't even, not only did they not give the ball to Derrick Henry, Henry wasn't even on the field for the 2-point conversion play. Lamar rolls to the left and then has to just throw it desperately because he's about to get sacked and just no one's there, just hits the ground. We get the ball, we're able to get first downs and during the clock to win it. Don't really know what the Ravens were thinking with that 2-point conversion play. I don't understand. You're only 2 yards away, and you have an extremely dominant running back in Derrick Henry. He can definitely get 2 yards with how much of a beast he is. I don't understand why they didn't give it to him. But on the other hand, I'm very happy with the Steelers' defense. We only limited Derrick Henry to 61 rushing yards, which is a huge accomplishment considering how good of a running back he's been for the Ravens this year. So, and that was one of the key things. So if we want to win this game, one of the key things we need to do is to stop Derrick Henry, and that's what we did. And we also stopped Lamar. He wasn't able to get his run game going either. And kicking isn't great either, but I don't know if you guys saw at the end of the game, they interviewed Justin Tucker, and he didn't like come out and say it, like, oh yeah, it was this, but he was kind of hinting that, oh, the field conditions weren't great, so that's why I missed. Bro, Chris Boswell kicked 6 field goals and made every single one, and 3 of them were 50-plus yards, dude. I don't want to hear it. Chris Boswell better than Justin Tucker now? I think so. Overall, Tucker's still the better kicker, but this year, Boswell way better than Justin Tucker. I don't know what happened to him. There's Nathan again. I don't know what happened to him. Justin Tucker's not had a great year. But we beat the Ravens again. First place in the AFC North. And it's November. Are we actually a good team? When was the last time we were like a really good team? Like 2017, 2020, I guess, but I don't know. 2020 is still a negative year in my mind just because of how it ended the season. Even though at this point we were 10-0 in 2020, but we got to finish the season strong. Had a huge win against the Ravens. I thought, because the Bengals and Browns aren't anything. Okay, let me take it back. The Bengals offense is so good, but goodness sakes, that defense is terrible. That's why the Bengals probably won't make the playoffs this year. The Browns just suck. But the Ravens, they're like our biggest. If we want to win this division, the Ravens are our biggest competitor. So this was such a huge win. And we will see them again next month in Baltimore. Fun fact, the Ravens have not beaten the Steelers at home since 2019. That is the last time the Steelers gone into M&T Bank Stadium and lost. Keep in mind, we play there every year. Will the Ravens finally beat the Steelers in Baltimore? I don't want to sound cocky, but I'm just going to say no. Based on history and how this decade has gone, the Ravens have not beaten us in their place this decade. And they've just struggled to play us at all. So as of right now, I will say we're going to beat the Ravens again when we play in a month. Just because of how history has gone. And also, I think we're actually a pretty good team this year. I think we'll probably win more than 10 games. We're one win away for Mike Tomlin's winning season streak, non-losing season streak to continue. Because right now we're 8-2. We control our destiny for the division. We keep winning. We can win the AFC North this year, and we can host a playoff game and not sneak into the playoffs as the 7 seed and get blown out like how it's gone this decade. So, if you're a Ravens fan watching this video, I will say, just despite the fact that you guys played pretty bad, I think the Ravens are still a really good team. The only time the Ravens seem to lose is when they do like these terrible play calls or when Justin Tucker feels like missing field goals. It's very rare that the Ravens just like get blown out. That just doesn't happen. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. We're in prime position to win this AFC North division. We just have to keep winning. We have Cleveland on Thursday Night Football. That should be a win. Even though it's at Cleveland, the Browns are not good. Even their defense hasn't been that as great as last year. The Steelers should, on paper, win that game, but you never know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you then.